Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Checking in on YELP GWPH PCLN NVDA and TSLA daily weekly time frame. So YELP bulls are doing their best to defend the low. 32.97, 32.99, our little double low here, and we just bounced off of 33.17, holding it by 20 cents. With a higher low today, the bulls must follow through. We have not seen two green days in a row on, actually we did have a tiny green day here. We have not seen two convincing green days in a row on this bounce attempt yet at this point. We need to see a break of 33.77, and then the bulls need to break 34.88 to see our higher low and then higher high for some momentum on this bounce. We're on the verge of a bullish MACD cross, so a green day tomorrow should see that follow through, and the weekly time frame is right at this 50-week moving average support of 33.24. The bulls need to hold this level and see some continuation towards the upside. GWPH on the daily time frame, after the big upper wick of profit taking on news that looks like caught the market by surprise in the sense that the market thought it was a lot more bullish than it actually was. Either way, we're pulling back and consolidating. The middle Bollinger Band daily support is going to be right at about 128 tomorrow. We'll be watching to see if the bulls can hold that level, and if they can't, we're looking down at 124.25 as a next key support level. Weekly time frame for GWPH rejecting from the upper Bollinger Band 3 weeks in a row, and the bulls are trying to maintain strong as this Bollinger Band is beginning to ascend slowly but surely. Bullish MACD cross on the weekly time frame underway as well. PCLN still consolidating. It's still very healthy and very, very contained. Support is 17.29, 17.26, and 17.23, and resistance is 17.38, 17.42, and 17.48. And I'm getting those levels just by watching the trading action over the past 4 days. We are seeing some slight bearish momentum in the sense that we're forming lower highs and lower lows, but considering where we came from on the gap up, this is a bull flag of consolidation. It's very normal and healthy, and if the market bulls show back up, we're going to be looking for PCLN to get a new all-time high. Weekly time frame still very strong for PCLN. We're holding the upper Bollinger Band 17.23 as support as we consolidate. So breaking out above it last week, back testing and holding it currently this week. And the bulls want to close above 17.23 by the end of this week to stay in breakout mode on the weekly time frame. NVDA, another dip to the downside, but the bulls are seeing another oversold bounce play out. So the oversold bounce on Friday had no follow through. We couldn't get over the hourly 20-period moving average resistance. Bullish reversal hammer again after hitting lower lows today. Must confirm this candlestick with a nice green day tomorrow, breaking 98.10 and ideally 98.77 to see some nice follow through to the upside. I will always judge oversold bounces with hourly RSI levels oversold. That indicates the bulls are seeing a bounce attempt start out, and we judge that level or the strength of the bounce by the levels on the hourly time frame. So we're going to be watching hourly moving average resistances to see if the bulls can get over those levels. The 100 period will come next, and that's going to have to update tomorrow morning pre-market. We'll see where that level is at. Weekly time frame, bearish break of the inside candlestick, loss of the middle Bollinger Band, weekly support if we close this week below 98.17, bearish TCG cross following through for the first time in over a year, and a loss of that middle Bollinger Band for the first time in over a year. So a lot of signals that the bears are making a dent here in this trend, and we've certainly been seeing that action as we've been playing it bearish for the past couple of weeks. But as of right now, short-term momentum, we'll see what the bulls have in them. And also look at this 8-period exponential resistance on the daily. That rejected the last oversold bounce attempt, so we'll have to update that level and watch where that's going to be at. It'll be down around $100 tomorrow and significantly lower the next day as it is descending very rapidly. Tesla on the daily time frame, bulls defending 250 psychological. 5 days in a row, we've closed at or above 250, even though we have dipped below it every single day. So the bulls have momentum closing up near the high of the day. If they can break 254.85, we're looking at 258.25 as the next resistance, and that would be a break of this little lower high pattern that we currently see here, as the bulls are defending 250 psychological. The weekly time frame on Tesla shows that the bulls bought that dip last week. It's not really a bearish candlestick. We had a very bearish candlestick 2 weeks ago. Not a lot of follow through for the bears last week, closing up closer towards the high of the week, and we're going to be watching to see if the bulls can break 254.85 and start to turn around the weakness that we have seen on the daily time frame over the past couple of weeks. So that's what we've got heading into tomorrow. Yelp bulls need some follow through. GWPH middle Bollinger Band daily support test. PCLN normal healthy consolidation, very tight range. Time decay on options has been killer with this sideways trading. And NVDA needs follow through to the upside tomorrow. And Tesla bulls need to see a break of 254.85. I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in tomorrow after the close. We'll see you then.